going to do a little arc to try to get under you. 100 feet back, making that dive. Too cool here.
That 38 is no matter what I do, he's today.
Race friends, it's time for the fastest 2 hours in motorsports. It's time for On Pit Road Racing, right here, right now, live from downtown Las Vegas on the flagship station, the WCOBM television network. Our race team will have all the latest news, updates, and interviews for the world of motorsports. So buckle up and pull those belts tight. The green flag is in the air, and it's time to go racing. And here are the hosts of On Pit Road Racing, Alan Michaels and the First Lady, Diane Fox.
Welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We are up in the media center on the second floor at Studio 4A here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Today, we've got the Alsco 302, the Xfinity Series, and the round of 8 get kicked off underway. Alan Michaels here. Diane Fox will join us shortly, and we're just getting everything started out here. It's a full day of racing action here. And, of course, tomorrow, the South Point 400. We'll have results for you from last night, that everything that happened at the Bull Ring. The ARCA West Series was here. And, of course, about 5 or 6 divisions of our local Bull Ring racers all ran at the short track last night. So we'll get you updated on how everything ended up there. Okay, but today we've got it ready to roll. Josh Berry is sitting on the pole for the Xfinity Series. We'll get to that information in just a couple of minutes. But just wanted to let you know we are doing it live, not from downtown today from our Las Vegas studios. We are live from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway for today and tomorrow. We're doing it right here on the WCOBM, streaming it on multi-platform channels across from YouTube to Facebook to Twitter, or X as it might be called now. Whatever it is, there's about 8 or 10 different formats. You can pick it up on Pit Road Racing. You can pick it up at the WCOBM. Just check Facebook, Twitters, and, of course, the network at WCOBMTV.com. Okay, real quickly, right here, Xfinity Series 302 today. Tomorrow, Sunday, you're going to have the South Point 400, and both are starting the rounds of 8 here. So this is down to the bare wire, as you might say. The semifinals are getting kicked up underway. So it all gets kicked underway here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, a great track right out here, just about 8-10 miles outside of downtown Las Vegas on the Strip, and ready to go. 1.5 miles with some good banking into it, and it's been a beautiful day outside. Temperatures are supposed to be right around 85, I think, for the green flag this afternoon. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Want to thank our show partners here. They're going to be with us all weekend long. The Gene Woods Racing Experience at 450 Fremont Street. They're located in the heart of downtown, just actually in the same complex as the WCOBM and also the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame. A great place, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, the Gene Woods Racing Experience. You can get more information on the World Wide Web at gokartslasvegas.com. Woods Family Sandwiches, man, right over there off of Pacific Highway, right on the corner of sort of Las Vegas and Henderson. All great, top quality foods over there, man. Get online at World Wide Web at WFSandwiches.com. Place your orders for delivery, takeout, catering. They've got it all for you, okay? Also, the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame. That's what we do to make money here, to help along the ways, buy tennis shoes, and you can get more information for that at Hot Shoe HOF. That's hotshoehof.com. Of course, our partners right here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and of course, all kinds of activities out here over 300 days out of the year. There's all kinds of things going on, whether it's racing here, it's over the drag strip, it's at the Bull Ring, at the dirt track. You've got the lights for Christmas that is all out here. They start that doing that right around Thanksgiving and take it up to there, so you can pile a carload of kids in, family members and everything else, for about $8-10, man, to come out here and ride around, have some hot chocolate, and check that out as they decorate the Speedway up in Christmas lights. And in fact, we're going to be doing a great event coming up in November with these fine folks out there, Paulette Anderson and everybody at the Speedway Children's Charities. It's the Pajama Run and the Pajama Run, so we'll be taking good care of that. That's all coming up in the month of November. Atlanta Motorsports Park, we got to get down to Dawsonville, Georgia, man, to see our good friend Jeremy Porter down there. And if you want more information, AtlantaMotorsports.com, okay? Red One Scooters, the official scooter company of the On Pit Road Racing. Diane, when we need some help to get her around the pits, that's what we do. We call our buddies over there. They bring it right over to us. And finally, our good friends at Dick's Last Resort, right downtown, right across the street from the Gene Woods Racing Experience. Our good friends over there, 450 Fremont Street. Log on the World Wide Web at dickslastresort.com/Fremont Street. Great food, great time. Go out there and be rude with those people, okay? Real quickly, man, some great shows coming up for you in the month of November. We're going to tap into our European audience. In fact, we'd like to say hi and hello to you guys out there, man. A great response from our people over in the UK and Switzerland and all those surrounding areas. We've got Ida Zetterstorm coming in. She is the equivalent of the NHRA's top fuel champion over in the UK. So we've got her coming on and a couple of other guests. Also, a couple of great tribute shows. We're going to be doing with Dick Trickle, Davey Allison, and we're going to do some motorcycle stuff with Sammy too, man. So I think we're going to have a good time with that. Also coming up next week, our special guest, Diane's got a day out. She's got to take care of some business. So, man, joining us from Fox Sports Radio here in Las Vegas, my good friend Brian Feldman will join us from Out of Line, and he'll be with us on Wednesday. We're going to talk racing, and I'm even going to throw a little bit in there and see how much I can hang with Brian on UNLV Sports, the Raiders, and if he gets me talking about the Oakland Athletics, then we're on for war, okay? Want to thank all of our partners who come, of course. If you'd like to be a part of the program, just reach out to Diane at 702, and that's 803-0875, or you can drop her a line out our email at onpitroadracing@gmail.com, okay? Well, Xfinity Racing's coming up for us here in just a little bit, a couple of hours away before they throw the green flag. But just to let you know, it was from Junior Motorsports. It was Josh Berry winning the pole here at the Alsco Uniform 302 with a lap of 29.671 seconds. That's 181.996 miles an hour. This will be his fourth pole in 92 NASCAR Xfinity Series races, his third pole, and his 18th top 10 start in 2023. First pole here in Las Vegas. Cole Custer will line out next to him on the second side up there, Sammy Smith in third, and Sammy Smith was the fastest rookie qualifying. So that's what we got going on today. We're going to make our way down to pit road here in just a little bit and see what we can get things cooking up. And, of course, we'll have driver introductions. But we're getting it started off all weekend long right here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Alan Michaels, we're inside of Studio 4A, the media center, second floor, and we'll get things rocking and rolling for you all weekend long. Great weather out here. Diane's going to have a forecast coming up for you a little bit. And if you're here in Las Vegas or planning on making it out here, you got great voice and weather, sunny skies. She's got all the details, great temperatures, and we're doing it all weekend long. Today, it's Xfinity Racing. The round of 8 kicks off for these drivers, man. That means 3 races, and then the final will go in Phoenix coming up in just 4 weeks away. And, of course, tomorrow it's the granddaddy, the South Point 400 here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And for that before they head to Phoenix to decide the 2023 NASCAR Cup champion, okay? Gene Woods is in the studio with us. He's come out to see some way. Maybe we come back in a couple of minutes. We'll get a word from him about the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame because that's a great organization. That's what we support here, folks. And it's a great 501c3. Did I say it right? There you go. A nonprofit organization that we bought tennis shoes. And Gene and the company, everybody here, I mean, we bought a lot of tennis shoes. I mean, a lot, folks. I mean, cases and cases of shoes. We've been going out everywhere, man, to churches and missions. Gene took a big group of people over to Sacramento, him and Jerry Bernardo, and they all went up there for the big Sacramento race and went to a local mission out there and took about 100 pairs of shoes out there. We've got an event here at the track that we're going to do with the Speedway Children's Charities. We've donated 50 pairs of shoes here that we're going to put in kids' Christmas sockets. So we're going to be doing that coming up in November when they have the PJ run, and we'll have more information for you right there, okay? Take a quick break. I come back. I got some news and information for you as we're doing it right here at On Pit Road Racing, everybody.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Take it all away.
Welcome to my world. Handicapped man down at a charity feed. Great spread this morning. God, it was horrible. But it made what I needed to happen. Then I had these people that stopped and said, hey, you want some shoes? I said, yeah, I was going to need to get some anyway. So might as well. And if it really comes to fruition, help them buy more shoes so that we can help more people. Well, I'm not we, but you know what I mean. Hell, might as well. There's nothing wrong with helping someone. You know, it makes for good karma or good energy, whatever it takes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go. I don't know why the camera didn't click, but the camera didn't click. So there you go. Opening 2 rounds of the NASCAR Series playoff races completed with the eight advancing, and the teams are now poised to race for the position for the championship 4 opening races finally, and the final 3 races coming up Sunday right here at South Point 400 Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This could be this season right here. Six race winner Hendricks, William Byron, or perhaps could it be his teammate Kyle Larson? In fact, tomorrow I got an interview with Kyle Larson yesterday and also one with Tyler Reddick. And I think you guys are going to like that. We're going to play it in the show tomorrow since it's Cup Day tomorrow. And we asked Kyle a couple of interesting questions about, his racing and how it was at Indy. And then, of course, I had to flip something in there to him about would he ever get into a drag car. And I think you will be really interested to hear what his reply was on that. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay. 4 talented new generation drivers from RFK Racing, Chris Buescher and Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, and Penske's Ryan Blaney will join those guys all ready to rock and roll because it's all set out semifinal round right here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And it gets kicked underway for you tomorrow at about 2 o'clock. Okay. Let's see what else to let you know about that's going on. Just all kinds of great things. Martinsville's coming up for you. Next week, they head off to Miami Homestead Speedway there. And of course, the final race of this round is going to be at one of the toughest tracks that there is, the Martinsville Speedway, just a little bit under a half mile, 2 long quarter-mile straightaways with 2 turns that are basically 4 turns put into 2. And I'm telling you, if you've never been to this place, it is something else. So right there in Stewart, Martinsville, Henry County, Stewart, Virginia, right there where the Woods brothers were all at. It's just a great place to go have a good time. And of course, don't forget the famous Martinsville hot dogs. They're all there for you too. Okay. Let's see what else to talk about today. We've said that we got Tyler Reddick to do it for you. We're going to do that. We're going to do the Kyle Larson interview tomorrow. But today it's Alsco, so we're going to be taking a break here coming up, and we're going to be heading down to pit road, and we'll get ready for driver introductions. And, of course, we'll have post-race. We have a certain amount of time that we can broadcast, so we've actually got about 15, 20 minutes left, and then we've got to shut it down. We can do some things live down on the tracks, but as far as when the race gets started, we've got to shut our broadcast down to all the NASCAR rules and regulations there, okay? So what else is going on? I'll tell you what, man, coming up in just a couple of weeks here in Las Vegas, it's going to be the NHRA. It's going to be one of the final races here. And, of course, it's a big points battle rolling right now as they decide the final championship rounds. And the people that are going to do that all heading into that 10 drivers in each division. And I believe in Funny Car, they've actually upped it and put 2 more into it. So instead of the 10, there'll be 12 in Funny Car because the points in Funny Car division are so tight. So they're going to be doing that. Also, Formula One racing is going to be coming here to Las Vegas, everybody, for the week right before Thanksgiving. Of course, it'll be a Saturday night event. It'll be a 10 p.m. start. People are saying, I've talked to people all week long. They said they're racing up and down the strip and around Las Vegas at night. And we said, yep, they're just going to put lights around the place. It's about a 2.5-mile course. Repaving is just all about done. They're putting bridges and things in like that. And of course, other activities here in Las Vegas just after the Formula One race, about 4 or 5 weeks away. You're going to be getting Super Bowl. Actually, about 6 weeks away from the F1 ending. Super Bowl comes to town here in Las Vegas. And then also the NCAA Final Fours. And then we've just got the recent schedule for NASCAR and the NHRA coming up. So within the next 8 months, Las Vegas is going to be a real busy place for motorsports and all kinds of sports that are happening here. We're doing it live from the second floor of the Local ID studios here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Alan Michaels, Diane Fox, Gene's in the building. We'll take another quick pause. We come back. We'll get some news and notes together, what's going on around the racing industry, and we'll do it right here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Everybody stay with us. Alan Michaels right here, Diane Fox. We'll be back in just about 2 minutes.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. Downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
The bright lights, the glitz, the glamour. It all means nothing without a shot. A chance to turn dreams into reality. To change your destiny. To make history. Nothing is given. Everything earned. It's more than a race. It's a shot at a championship.
Let's go get a championship, baby!
The NASCAR playoffs return to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the South Point 400, October 13th through 15th.
Jerry B here up in Sacramento, Union Gospel Mission, giving out some shoes to the homeless here. A lot of smiling faces. We got one deal. We give you a pair of shoes. You got to give us a smirk and a photo. And this is the mission of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, which is a non-profit organization based out of Las Vegas, started by Gene Woods. We're trying to do good things and fill little holes in people's lives the best we can. And today we're up in Sacramento, just doing the best we can. Thanks for supporting us.
Come on! What the yeah! Oh man! Woo! That is awesome!
5, 4, 3, 2,
You got a pretty fast car.
1.
You don't want to clear high. You need to be smart here. Get our point. Hang on. Yeah, later. You're better to give it 1 and 2. Let's go get a championship, baby! Let's get one!
And this time around, we actually got it right. Yeah, it actually came back right. I'm telling you, this thing is just, it's unbelievable what this little thing will do. But,
you're pretty talented.
well, you got to sort of step up there.
Move the thing back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the founder of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame and 3-time National Speedway race and motorcycle champion, did time with Ray Abraham and some, back then it was the Winston West series. What?
Yeah, last year.
Last year? Here.
Yeah.
Let me turn you up a little bit.
Here, want me to get closer?
Yeah, there you go.
Get
There
those
it is.
cheap mics.
There it is. Cheap mics. About $450 a piece.
Yeah, that's good.
You got ones for $475 back at our studio. So
They're just a different color.
anyhow, let's talk about this because this is on. We got it there. The Hot Shoe Hall of Fame. How did we come about it? How did you come up originally just to put this thing together?
It was just kind of a idea of a hot shoe collection that evolved into something that the industry just got a hold of and really ran with.
450 Fremont Street. We got a brand new show coming up January 27th, kicking on our way. And you've really outdone yourself this year. I thought last year you said we're only going to put 10 shoes up, but what, you're going for 25 this year? Something like
I think,
that.
well, we're going to probably induct 50 people, and we don't know how many will be shoes and how many will be icons.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this? We drove by the bull ring yesterday, and you said, "Wow, sort of makes me want to get back into a car again."
Yeah, that's why we didn't stop.
He realized just he goes, if we decide to do this, you got to give up everything because racing takes everything. And racing does take everything.
It's
It really
full time,
does.
absolutely full time. I mean, unless you're just going to pay some money and go drive somebody's race car.
When did you
That's
get
not
started?
racing.
When did you get started racing?
Oh, I was probably about 7 when I started racing mini bikes. Yeah.
And then went in on the Speedway.
Yeah, I rode some motocross, some short track, quite a few other things, and then about 15, 16 years old, I started racing Speedway bikes.
Right.
Fortunate enough to make a living doing it.
And then after that,
I think I got into a sprint car, I got into a stock car, I got into a monster truck, then an off-road truck, and just assortment of racing.
then into the NASCAR, into the stock car racing too.
Yeah, we did a few years. We did 3 years of the Winston West series. We did some what are they called, super trucks.
Right.
Did those back then. Yeah, that was
Actually got one hanging up we actually got one hanging up in the racetrack. A full body one of his trucks is hanging in that darn thing.
Yeah, that was the championship off-road racing truck, Lucas Oil Series. Now it's called.
So
that's the big 900 horsepower, supercross in a pickup truck.
There you go. Then after that, it was just kick back and went on to opening go-kart tracks and businesses, and now you're retired. And
well, I'm not retired.
Retired. Well, you're tired from
I'm
racing.
tired.
Retired.
I'm not retired.
Retired. Yeah, you're tired.
So yeah, I mean, we had a couple go-kart tracks up here for 12 years. Our new one has been open about going on 5 years now. The one on Fremont Street where you broadcast out of every week. And
It's a really cool facility because you've got this thing busted up into basically 3 different things. Because when you walk in, you sort of register to ride the go-karts, to race the go-karts. But then you go into the main lobby, and then Gene's got a collection of his motorcycles that he actually raced in competition. And then you see these walls and these shoes and these plaques that are going around. People come up and go, "Who is this and who's that?" And then people really get going because they see things like Evel Knievel and Robbie Knievel, which you put some daredevils and stunt guys in there.
It's all about the motorcycle industry. It's not just guys that race. The hot shoe is merely the symbol of what we do.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and it just amazes people of what you put together. And we have to tell the story because a lot of people don't understand what the shoe does and what it did and everything else. And I tell people, I said, when you see Mr. Woods in that promo photo, he's rolling about 60, 65 mile an hour. If he was to have a boot, you wouldn't see him. He'd snap him into the wall, So, but people have become so interested in it. And it's unbelievable. It's expanding like you wouldn't believe.
Well, it's kind of a neat thing to collect and to display because a hot shoe is really personal to the rider itself. Some guys only have one during their entire career because it's like a glove. It's something you get used to.
Right.
And so we have some of the greats. We have all the greats almost.
Yeah.
We have 9-time world champion Ivan Major's gold shoe. We have Kenny Roberts. We have Bubba Schobert. We've got, I can't even think. So many Eddie Lawson. It just goes on and on. Bruce Penhall, you name it. The guys that raced. It's amazing. The guys from Mert Lawwell, Star of Honor, East Sunday. It's just,
Ricky Graham's in there.
Ricky Graham.
That's an interesting. I think you were telling me Ricky Graham. You were talking about some people only have one shoe made. Ricky actually had 2, and we got one of the 2 shoes that he had made.
Right.
Yeah. So it's just something really, really neat. Hot Shoe Hall of Fame is located at 450 Fremont Street in the heart of downtown Las Vegas, everybody. And it's open every day, noon to midnight. Come in. We don't charge anything to come in there. You don't have to pay to go in and take a look. You can take pictures. You can do that. And if you want to ride go-karts, then we got great deals for go-karts there. And you go in and have a good time with the drift track there. And then on the other side, far side of the building is where we built the WCOVF studio. So it's really sort of cool because the other day ago, we had a guest on said, "Are they really racing go-karts around you guys?" We said, "Yeah, you want to hear?" We stuck a microphone out there, and here they are, beating and banging. So it was a good time. So the whole object of the project of the Hot Shoe, as far as getting it out, is to honor the people in the motorcycle and motorsports industry. Actually, I always say motorsports because a lot of the people did crossover stuff. You had a lot of racers that rode bikes, that drove cars or drag cars or whatever, or the ones that even flipped back and forth that did that, then went on to bikes. But the mission of this is to help out and to help people out. And I think the way you put the shoe together and everything else is just a great idea.
Yeah, it's just about doing good. It's really give back a little bit, do good for people. It doesn't hurt to help somebody, right?
No, It doesn't at all, man.
And if you-
And to watch their faces, I think that's when I went out, when Diane and I went out on the first one, we went down to that little mission downtown, and to see the people's faces when you hand them something brand new and they don't want it, no, it's free. You don't have to pay for these. You don't have to give anything. Just tell us what size of shoe goes on your foot, and that's what we're going to do for you.
Right.
So that's it. Well, listen, we're getting ready to go. We've got just about 14 minutes left, and then we've got to shut this down because of television requirements with USA and Fox and NBC and all the other big networks here to say we have.
Well, you're right in the middle of all the big networks. So you've got your own room, and COVM's really proud of what you're doing.
Yeah. Hey, you know who's next door to us?
No.
30-year career of broadcasting in NASCAR. Claire B. Lang sits right next door to us from Sirius XM Radio. She's one hell of a lady, man.
Well, it's pretty amazing. You come up here into the press room, and there's 4 rooms, and you have one of them, and the rest of the press is just out there hanging out on the desk. So you must be something.
Well, Gene, it's for the help that you've given us, and our partners here at Las Vegas with Jeff Motley, Chris Powell, and everything else. We started off with something little, and Jeff Motley told us, he said, if you can make it the first 3 years and get your feet solid into concrete, you're cruising the rest of the way. So that's what we've done, and I guess he always said you earn the room. So
we do a hell of a job, Mike.
We go. Well, Gene Woods, 3-time national champion. Are we ready? Are we going to see some good racing? Well, before
we're going to go wander through the pits a little bit.
Yeah, I think we should get down. And it's getting almost lunchtime here. They serve good food here too. Real quickly, Winston West Series and Xfinity. I mean, it's pretty close. The racing today compared to the racing stock car race back in your day.
The Winston West was originally Cup Series West Coast, so the cars were identical to the Cup Series car, which made it kind of neat. It made it more prestigious for the West Coast racers because you were racing what all the big guys race, and a lot of times it was a lot of crossover. And they had Riverside at the time where everybody got there, the East and the West met there, so it was neat. The cars are obviously different now. There was a lot more innovation back in the day.
Right.
We'll call it innovation, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Now there's so much control and everything's just templated, followed, and measured, and it's hard to get away with being creative. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. No cheating. I remember back in the old days, and then I remember a couple of years when NASCAR came out with this electronic laser thing, man. They don't have to do the tools. They just drop a cage on top of the car. It tells the computers and everything else, and the lasers just say, that's right, and no.
That doesn't go right there.
Yeah, just go right there. Anyhow, we're going to head on down to the pits and check things out and starting lineup. So we're getting ready to go just real quickly, and just to let you know, for today, starting on the pole is Josh Berry. He'll be in his Loop Zone Chevrolet. Cole Custer and the Haas Automation Ford will start next. Then you got the Smiths, Sammy Smith and Chandler Smith. Okay,
so
so
sprint cars with that guy's dad, Cole Custer's dad.
Yeah, did you really? Yeah. He ran sprint cars too.
He ran sprint cars.
Wow. How many other ones? I hate to see
it's pretty far away.
Yeah, there you go. We got Ronnie Herbst here, local guy from Las Vegas,
Yeah,
man. He's starting on
yeah.
He's starting 8th, man. There you go. Try to win this bad boy. Anybody interesting on there you see? I mean, I'll tell you.
You know what was neat? We were down in Mike Harmon's pit area down there, and he was kind of like a starting park guy for years, right?
Right.
And I walked down there, and there's a 5th wheel trailer down there at the end of all the semis. I'm like, that stuff intrigues me because people come here on a limited budget and still get to race. They don't have to have the big semi. Mike just kind of shows up, and he shows up with the cars, and he's there and he's racing, and his heart's in this thing, and that's cool.
That's what it takes. You know what? Kyle Larson said this to me yesterday. I always ask our big national guest on our show because we have a lot of young people that listen, young racers that listen and watch the show. And I asked Kyle, I said, could you give some word of encouragement? And Kyle said, the first thing I want to tell everybody is go have fun. Have fun, first of all. He goes, if you're not having fun, get out of it.
Well, I think that goes with everything. Life's a little too short, isn't it?
It sure is. It is. Going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to be live on the Facebook channel because we're heading downtown to the Pit Road and all that's coming along. We've got driver introductions. We've got so much to cover all this weekend long. Thanks, Gene, for stopping by. Let's go have some racing fun.
And get some lunch.
And get some lunch, too. WCOVM is live at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We'll check back with you in about an hour or so, everybody. Glad to have everybody aboard today. And stick with us. Live coverage from the Alsco 302 Las Vegas Motor Speedway, America's racing showplace, is still to come.